So, we go straight into this. And that makes things a lot more interesting. And you know how I didn't have white magic for her? Yeah. So that's fantastic now. We'll see if we can somehow still make it anyway, but this is obviously really annoying now. Okay. Let me get back up to my little vantage point here. See what we can do. Immobilize 61%, interesting. So we can at least immobilize, that's a start. I think let's go for that. 61% failed, that's a good start to the fight. Let's see which ones could work. So silence could potentially work. Let's just do it while we're here. Oh, silence did work. Nice. Okay. Now, again, we need to try and put ourselves in positions where we're not going to get hit, like, with massive AoEs. So I'll take my chance with something like this, for example. Shard. So really going to try and spread out here. I think Mustadio is a good candidate to be hasted here. Okay. Since that immobilize works, that puts us in a good position. I'm going to try and, I think, jump here. 135, let's do it. At least we're out of the way. See what Rothboy does. Stone 100%, okay. I would have thought that move is a spell, but of course it's not. So normally I'd be able to take care of this situation, but at the moment I can't because I am a fool. Now, what is the range of... Actually, first, white magics, Suna, 58%. See, that's not great because they're not fundamentally as compatible as some others. Let's see, 58%. This is so far from ideal. I've handicapped myself, like, massively by accident here. It's really not good. Yeah. I think the way this fight is going, we're kind of screwed anyway. All she needed was her white magic back and she'd be able to fix this situation somewhat, but... and because of the way, the place that they're on, we can't use purification because it has no vert. So, yeah, not the greatest situation we've ever had, but... Yeah, these guys are doing okay. Yeah, I've got no choice but to keep trying this, and the problem is I don't have a lot of MP left. So this has all gone wrong here, like, as in it's not because it's difficult, it's just because of one stupid thing. 258%'s missing, so also bad RNG is another reason why. So, yeah, a bit of a shitty situation here. Quite enough. Just keep waiting. And now I don't have enough MP for Asuna, so what's the point? So it's all gone wrong here, unfortunately. All gone wrong. Go on then, do your worst, you little shit. Befuddle. So it seems like it's like 100% affliction rate as well, which is fun. Okay, let's do this. I mean, the fight against Zalera ended up being so easy that who knows, maybe with a few invigorations we'd be able to do it. If some of these 61% actually hit. We failed 258% for the Asuna. But not that time. It's just so much damage. Yeah, 360 is still fine, man. And again, if I had white magic, I would have Asuna'd both of them out of confusion. It's just so silly. Man. What a load of rubbish. Nice. This turned into a kind of a fun encounter. Still, even in this scenario, if she just had white mage, it would be totally fine. Like, it's not a problem. We'd be able to revive multiple people, that is, and bring them back. So silly. Like, the one thing we can do is immobilize, I think. So we've rolled 261% so far. I think our luck's going to run out very soon. I think we did it, you know. Yeah. Invigoration is totally broken. I'm so lucky that I found that. Too soon this mortal coil I did assume. Angel of blood, High Seraph, come too late. Yeah, you're no match for invigoration, bro. What a funny encounter. The last two Esper encounters have been hilarious. Wow. But I'm kind of glad I didn't have to redo all of that, honestly, because of one thing. Ugh. But House Beowulf is no more. But what does it matter? We are the sum of our deeds, not our names. Alma, I will find you, Alma. I mean, I'm kind of more like he should be a bit more upset about the fact that Zalbarg's vanished. Like, does that mean he's dead? Like, yes, House Beowulf is no more, but at least one brother seemed to have a heart, you know? But he's gone. Yeah, invigoration is crazy. But if I restarted that fight, I think I would have pretty easily won it. It was just... It's something that has happened a few times, but I'm just still not used to it. Whenever you change the job, it just removes this. And I just keep forgetting to put it back on. That's literally all I needed to do, and I think I would have won the fight anyway. But there you go. So that's the situation. I think we will end here and then head towards Mullonde. I think once I do this one, then I think that unlocks the final set of side quests as well. So I think we're like 2 or 3 sessions away from potentially completing this game here. So I'd say that's pretty good timing. I mean, considering I've been taking it at a decent pace, reading, obviously, all of the lines out loud, all of that kind of stuff. First time through, tons of menu use, 46 hours is pretty nice. And all of the stuff we still have to do is probably going to be around 50-55 hours, and I think that would be really nice, that kind of sweet spot, based on how much we've managed to achieve for a first time playthrough. So, Hopefully no kind of shenanigans. The last two Esper fights, they haven't been as cool as I hoped. Mostly, like, some of it's been my fault. Because of, like, I didn't have the white magic and stuff. But honestly, I kind of don't want to self-impose shit like, oh, just don't use Invigoration then. But maybe for, like, the final one, I will. Just to keep things more interesting. Because it's just... It seems to be, like, a percentage-based one. But it's also, like, the chances of it working is still pretty high. Like, 61%. It's still pretty decent. And so... The fact that it can do that much damage is, I think, a little bit OP. So I think maybe from here on out, I'll kind of ban Invigoration against Esper-style bosses, just as like my own little kind of restriction. But I guess at least it's there if I'm really struggling and I just want to push through and get the battle won. I can make use of it. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll be back for a new session very soon. Okay, my friends, welcome back to another session of Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions on the channel, and we are really heading towards the finale of this game. Now, I had another look at my little list of side quests, and from what I know, there are 3 side quests left, but all 3 of them become available after I do battle number 49, and apparently battle number 49 takes place here. So that means we are going to continue the story and see if we can get things done here. I don't know if this means basically the story is going to pretty much end here. And then once that's done, we get to basically just re-explore all of these areas again. We're going to have to find that out. But for now, at least, all I can really do is push onto here and see what's going to happen. So, the last session was kind of interesting. We had that really silly fight against Adrammelech, aka Dice Dog, where Caesarea was the only one left. And somehow, just from the power of Invigoration, we hit like 3 Invigorations. And that basically did the work, and we made it through, which is pretty funny. Because it was 2 battles back to back, I ended up not restarting it. Because once I saw that people were basically not immune to petrification, then it became a massive problem. And I basically placed Richard. It was Richard and Mustadio, I think. I put them in places where I couldn't recover them with Ramza's purification. So it was like a really silly fight, and I somehow pulled through as a result of Invigoration, so I got a bit lucky there. But that's generally the deal. I think we'll be okay. I think I kind of said to myself at the end of the session, like, I'm probably not going to use Invigoration if I can help it, because it's a weird hack that I kind of found, like, completely on my own. But it does seem a little bit OP. So, let me just make sure. I'm trying to remember if I actually cached anything in here. Yeah, so Dragonheart becomes available to me now. And then there's Ignore Elevation. I mean, right now I have Move +2, but is Ignore Elevation better than Move +2? It might be. Move drops down to 4, but then if I have Ninja, my move will go up. So, I'm thinking maybe get into one fight and do this one. I do like this, but it only works from physical attacks. So I think I kind of like this one. I feel like especially like the hardest fights, obviously the terrain is a boss battle in and of itself, so ignoring elevation is just a nice thing. So then I'm going to stay Dragoon one more fight. Other than that, I think Richard... I mean, we have a shot of maybe getting to these. Maybe. Yeah. Basically, the one that doesn't have any elemental stuff attached to it is Odin. And there's Cyclops. Yeah, unsure about him. So I think what I want to do is kind of get into one more random encounter here for the sake of trying to teach him Ignore Elevation. I think that's my plan. So we're going to go back to JP Boost here. And he is literally weaponless now, isn't he? I think in this shop I'm not able to buy anything either. Let me have a look. I think the obelisk was the best thing available to me. Yeah. Oh, I can buy one. Okay, good. At least he's not weaponless. There we go. Not ideal, but whatever. Something like that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself up to ignore elevation. And as luck would have it, first time through, we triggered an encounter. So let's prep for that. Yeah, so just to confirm, Mandalia Plain, we're back to good old goblins and chocobos. So nothing too exciting. Okay, so it took like 3 minutes or something just to messing around, and I managed to obviously win this one. It was very, very easy. And the main priority was to get him enough points. I think I completely overkilled. I think I only need like 2 moves, but I did like 6. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's up to 900. I only needed 700, but there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to Ninja. This could be interesting. Might be worth a try. Right, so we're going to change this one to ignore elevation and... Maybe concentration here. At least that way I never miss. Now, obviously here the only thing is his movement has dropped to 4, but I'm hoping that the ignore elevation will kind of cancel that out. So we'll give it a go. And let's see if Rashad has learned anything. Well, has enough points to learn anything. Nah. Zarya. At this stage, might as well learn that. Okay. Alright, I think that's it for now. One final look at the outfitter. Just seeing if there's any accessories that I have absolutely 0 of, like this one. Immune to silence and berserk. I'm gonna potentially live with that. Yeah, I think we're good. So what I'm gonna do, put my manual save in, and we are gonna move forward to Mullonde. So clearly some important shit's gonna be going down there. Level 44. Let's go for it. It's all happening. I did not think you capable of such treachery. Oof. Even he's gone. Had you made your confession willingly, your life might have been spared. I should have preferred to employ measures less extreme, but there's no time for that now. I don't understand. I had hoped to enlist your aid in gathering the Aurosite, but the boy holds most of the stones now. Your aid is no longer required. Help me, please. Your wound is deep, but it is not mortal. Treat it soon, you will live. But you must earn your life. Tell me, where is the entrance to the Necrohole? Orbon. The vaults beneath the monastery. In the lowest levels, there is a glyph bound by a magic seal. And how does one break this seal? I know not. The scriptures may hold some clue. I cannot say. Not happy about that. At every turn, the boy. Goodbye, Funibris. Do not leave me like this. I beg you. Yeah, I think that wound might be fatal. Yeah, so every time you think, like, okay, I know who's kind of the biggest threat, like the one behind all this, they were building up, obviously, the High Confessor and the Church and all that stuff. And now even he's been taken out, and now Folmarv is making his way towards the Necrohole. Sheesh, man. Okay, let's keep it the same as we tend to always do it in this scenario. Richard again, like clear line of sight, and maybe Mustadio keep him far away. We'll see. Mullonde Cathedral. Halt! None save members of the clergy are permitted within these walls. State your name and title, and let your purpose in coming here be known. My name is Ramza Beolv. I petitioned the release of Alma Beolv, whose person is held unlawfully by the Lord Commander of the Knights Templar. Ramza Beolv? You are fool enough to present yourself before us? We will carry out your sentence where you stand. It's been a while since we've got like a straight up white mage. These guys are going to be busting out holy. I think that much of it is probably likely. Right. Let's have a look at the situation. 274. One of these guys, Geomancers, interesting. Wow. Yeah, everyone's got... Oh shit, man. Like big AoE. And highly dangerous. Okay. Now. It's Agris first, right? Let's see how her stuff even works here. Yeah. I have a feeling a lot of these guys have some kind of way to heal each other. Or revive each other, but we'll see. Can make a start with that. 161 and stop. That's that one. I doubt silence would work. Maybe. We'll have to try. Fine. Ugh, that's a little cheap. That's a little cheap, yo. So, I'm ignoring elevation. Look at this. Came at a good time, huh? Oh yeah. So I don't know if it's one of these where it's kind of worth... something like that, maybe? This could be very dangerous. Nice shell, Ramza. Nah, crap. I thought maybe there's a chance I'm close enough, but I can't. What about Shelja? Ah! Not quite. That's a shame. Alright, what about mystical stuff? Again, not quite. So, yeah, this was bad placement on my behalf. I should have done better with that, but... yeah, I could not have put myself... Basically, the reason I came here was that if a summoner tries to target her, I was hoping that the AoE would not include her, so I was trying to space myself out far enough to not get hit. That was the idea. And maybe that worked, but obviously came at a bit of a cost. Holy also won't hit. Has no AoE. Look at this. Ah. Yeah. So I think I'm literally going to wait here, just make my turn come a bit quicker. He's blocked himself with these trees, of course. Because like, when you're placing characters, there's a gap. You don't notice that some kind of pond or... I guess when it's like a singular gap, it's most likely a tree. That's why the gap is there. Let's see. I'm going to try here. Maybe a bit less chance of getting blocked off. Yeah, I can hit him. Okay. I think I'm going to try and still go for this. Alright, let's see what these Geomancers can do. I think that will take Auto Potion. I think for some of these guys, getting in close is a good idea. Orator. We've got some nasty effects. Oh, Orators with guns. Okay. Was not expecting that. But yeah, Richard is a bit slow here, you can kind of tell. But Auto Potion handling business nicely here. No problems. And Summoner. Okay. Now, if they've got guns, then Richard moving here is not the worst idea in the world. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Okay. Let's see. Let's see the time magic first. 51%, 55%. Let's see how much damage the summons will do. 70, 75. Yeah. That's why I was just looking for that, like, one higher level of thing. Yeah. I'm gonna try this instead. Okay, let's move in. $81, $73. 58%. 63%. Or 217, 215. I need to check these like countering abilities they have. They're quite interesting. So that's obviously Steel. Nature's Wrath. I need to remember what that is. Counter attack with a Geomancy skill. Physical attack. Okay. Doesn't have one. Can also do this, 120. I think I'm inclined to go for a Holy. Like, the difference in damage is pretty huge. $53, $73. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that hits. If that hits, then Hallowed Bolt will also definitely hit. 150 damage. Let's do that. Together with Holy, that should take her out if it hits. And I think now we're going to start to try and move around here. Alright, Ramza. Yeah, kind of can't go down the side, but I think it's worth trying to do this. Interesting route. Oh, still 100. Oh yeah, I've got Concentrate on, that's why. Only 33 with the flail. I kind of knew that was a mistake. It had like the Firer thing. I was hoping that it would mean we get an extra hit, but it doesn't really work. I'm going to change that flail if I get the chance. Okay, 1 of 2 is not too bad. We'll take that. Now, Mustadio, I didn't consider this. Like, he kind of blocked. He's kind of blocked from hitting the one that he should. Let's see if I can get him from here. No. So, that's my bad. But that's fine. Only 48. Damn. So, this is hopefully a KO. Nice. Alright, what's this guy going to try and do? still just using his gun. That's fine. That's not gonna do too much to me. Alright. I'm gonna move like here so that it's easier for me to get to the other side once I'm done with this enemy. 182 plus confuse. Okay. Man, this charge up took so long. What is this dude charging up? What's he trying? Oh, Leviathan, that's why. Holy crap. Yeah, we kind of don't want to see that. I'd love to take it though.